Alright, we're back, and as you can see, we've got the first layer of camouflage on. I'm quite happy with that, actually. There's going to be some touching up around the front cockpit area, purely because I think the demarcation line I originally painted on with the white is a little bit off. That's no problem because there's also a little bit of overspray that needs to be touched in. But now we've got this grey-green, sort of slate grey-green down, we can look at putting on the dark grey, and for that I am dark sea grey. I'm going to go for XF24 to start with because it's just that little bit darker than the XF77. So I'm going to quickly clean out the airbrush and then we'll come back and we'll look at getting the dark grey on. Right, we're back and got extra dark sea loaded up. So this is XF24 dark grey, extra dark sea grey. Grey's grey, but it's a dark enough grey that's going to work with what we want to do for the camouflage. It's a huge canvas, so basically we need to just pick an area and start. So we may as well just start somewhere in the middle, and we'll do similar to what we did for the slate grey, is we'll just come in. That's good, you can see the difference from the XF63 straight away. So we want to highlight the ribs again. Right, so now we've got the basic start the infill done. We need to think about doing painting in the borders, and this is where you need to really start honing your precision skilling when it comes to the airbrush. So you want to just get it close as you can, and a very, very fine spray. And work it into the first colour. The more you do, the better you get at it. And you end up getting a reasonably hard edge. camo there. So we go to the other side, same again. You want to try and work with the airflow going into the panel, at least that way any overspray goes into the panel. Sometimes that's not quite possible. When you've got that hard edge painted in, and you can pull back a little bit on the needle to increase the paint flow and just thicken that line up and then work into the center of the panel. And there we have it. There's the first panel filled in. I think you can see it's gone down quite nicely. We've got a reasonably hard demarcation, but we can come back in with the green and sharpen that line up once we've got all the camo colours done. So I am going to press on and paint the rest of this aircraft. What I will be doing to protect overspray areas is I can be using this bit of card here just to pop in any areas I don't want overspray to go on, and that way it'll just help me without having to mask, because masking takes bloody ages and I hate masking. So I'd rather freehand camo and use bits of card or paper to prevent overspray than actually take 10 hours to mask something up that I can do in a couple of hours. So I'll crack on and we'll come back once we've got the next camo layer down. Okay, and we're back, and my goodness me, this is a marathon paint job. So you can see we've got the second camouflage colour on, and it's kind of subdued the green. Now, what I think I might actually do with the XF65 is actually add a touch of either dark grey or black, or possibly even deep green to it, just to give it a bit more punch as a deeper green colour. Just slightly darker as the shade we've got here, and then we'll go over the edges to help get that demarcation, that harder demarcation between the two edges, and then we can go over the areas where we want some low light, so in between where the ribs are, maybe alongside some panels. Just something to help make the green come forward in the paint finish. But overall, I'm quite happy. It's a massive area to paint. The paint's been going down quite sparingly, I suppose. Tamiya XF mattes are very, very good for coverage, and I've still got probably about a third of a colour cup left of the paint. But I need to paint this front section here, we need to paint the mid fuselage here, get all those demarcation lines in, and then we need to finish these two horizontal stabilizers. But that is going to be for another painting session, because at this moment in time it's like 12:15 and I'm really quite tired. So I'm happy to get the wing first colour on. I can see a few areas where I need to touch up, and I do need to work with this green because it's quite light. This will all darken down, bear in mind, because once we get it painted, this is all going to get a coat of semi-gloss to seal it before we move on to the decal in, and then we've got oil work and post shading to do. So although this is quite bright, it's going to darken down when we get that varnish on it. But I still think I need to do something with this because I feel it's a little too light for my liking. So I want a slightly different shade of green. Whether we darken down the 65 or find another shade near to it that's darker, we'll figure that out for the next video. But for now, guys, take care, and we'll see you when we come back to finish the rest. Well, I'll have finished the rest of the paint when we come back, and then we'll look at modulating these paint colors before we seal it with varnish. So see you soon. Okay, so I didn't go to bed. It's now like 5 minutes to 1 in the morning, and I just got into the zone. Really wanted to get this to a point where I could walk away and be quite happy with it, and I am at that point now. We've got both tones of camouflage in. We've got the demarcation lines along the side of the fuselage all painted in. We've touched them in with white just to get rid of some of the overspray. So big. Got this side in done nicely, and we've also got the tail done as well, so you can see the tail's being masked off, and we've avoided pretty much all the overspray. There's a little bit here there that I'll just touch in before I go to bed, but all in all, that is the first full camouflage done on this aircraft, and we've really had a great day of working at the bench. We've achieved an awful lot, and we're getting the model to a point where I'm really happy with it. So I am going to bed now, but once I've get up in the morning, the first thing to do will be spraying a coat of satin varnish to seal the paint in. No, I beg my pardon. When I get up and onto this again tomorrow, we'll put in some more color variation, light and dark tones of the base colors, and then once we've done that, we'll seal it all with a satin varnish, and we'll think about getting the decals on. So any questions, guys, just pop it in the comments box below, and if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell notification to see my next videos. And as always, guys, take care and happy modeling.